Hah? Dua, aduh pusing. Pala otak, pala Barbie pusing. Bolak-balik, maju, mundur, maju, mundur, maju, mundur, maju, mundur. Anjay, pusing banget coy.
Okay guys, have you ever seen something so expensive that it makes you question your own life? And that is what happens in the short story The Reason by Toni, Cade, Bambara. The story follows a group of poor children who are taken to a very expensive toy store in New York. Through this small trip, they start to realize how unfair society can be. And I will focus on the characters and explain the multicultural issues using an intersectional view. For the characters is three. The first is Sylvia. Sylvia is the main character and the narrator. She is a young black girl who is smart, strong, and a bit defensive. She does not like being told what to think, but deep inside, she slowly begins to understand the reason about inequality. And the second is Miss Moore. Miss Moore is an educated woman who cares deeply about social justice. She uses real-life experiences to teach the children about inequality and awareness instead of teaching only from books. And the last is Sugar. Sugar is Sylvia's brain. She understands the message faster and openly says that this situation is unfair. She represents early social awareness. And guys, these characters help show different reaction to inequality in society. And there's also multicultural issues. First is racial inequality. The children come from a black community that has fewer opportunities compared to white and wealthy groups. Their race affects how society treats them and limits their access to wealth and power. And this issue can be explained using critical race theory by Derek Bell and Kimberly Crenshaw, which states that racism is not only about individual attitude but is built into social system. And the second is social class difference. The toy store clearly shows the gap between rich and poor people. The children can look at expensive toys, but they cannot afford them, which makes the class difference very visible. This issue relates to Karl Marx's class theory, which explains that society is divided based on economic, and this division affects people's life change. And educational inequality. Miss Moore tries to teach the children to think critically about the world around them. However, not everyone has access to this kind of meaningful education. This idea connects to Paula Freer's theory of critical pedagogy, which says education should raise awareness or conscientization. And gender issues. Sylvia is a young black girl who must be tough and defensive to survive her environment. Her experiences are shaped not only by race and class but also by gender. This can be explained using intersectionality theory by Kimberly Crenshaw, which states that different identities such as gender, race, and class overlap and create unique experiences of operation. And the last is cultural awareness and identity. At the end of the story, Sylvia becomes quiet and starts thinking deeply about what she experienced. This show the beginning of cultural awareness and self-reflection. This relates to Erickson's theory of identity development, which explains that identity grows through experience and reflection. Sylvia's silence showed the early stage of understanding her position in society. And for the conclusion, the lessons show how multicultural issues appear in everyday life through simple experiences. Through the characters of Sylvia, Miss Moore, and Sugar, the story presents issues of race, class, education, gender, and identity. These issues do not work separately but intersect with one another, as explained by different social and cultural theories. The story reminds us that awareness is the first step toward understanding inequality and creating social change. And that's all from me. Thank you so much.